guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're checking out the TONEX One, more specifically how I'm going to integrate it into using it with my pedal board. And I'm going to put it into the HX Stomp and see how it does. We're going to use it with pedals, effects on the other end. It's going to be in the loop on the HX Stomp. Let's go.
All right, guys, just real quick how I've got this set up in the HX Stomp. I have it going into the effects loop. So if you click on it, you see that it's going into effects loop left, right. So it's basically plugged in right there. So there is the TONEX One, and then just the send return on the HX Stomp. And then I'm using it with several pedals and just going direct into like PA or whatever you're gonna, like, recording device, however you guys want to do it. But yeah, the way you get there is you go back, go to send return, select it, go to stereo, and then it's the effects loop left and right. And then I just have it in front, or I have a chorus in front, a delay, a reverb, and then several drive pedals. Whoops, that's my phone. Several drive pedals that are going to be going into the front of TONEX on the clean channel. I also have a dirty setting. The way I'm going to be using it is I've just picked two tones out of the TONEX, a clean and a dirty, and I selected them by ear. I didn't use the software because I hate the software. I hate the TONEX software. So I just selected them by ear, and I think one's kind of maybe a Marshall or some kind of Marshall-y tone, and then a Fender clean, which is what I'm running the pedals into usually. And I have an EP booster that just kind of adds some thickness to everything. But let's set this up so you guys can kind of hear it, and we'll go through some of the tones.
All right, so first of all, I have my ego compressor on. It's kind of an always on thing that I do just to fatten up the tone. And then I go into an EP booster. My HX Stomp is controlled by this little Ampero pedal, which basically switches between presets. So I can go and just kind of, I've kind of named these all TONEX stuff. So TONEX One, TONEX Chorus, TONEX Wet, TONEX Harmony, TONEX Talkbox, that kind of thing. And so we're just going to stay on this TONEX Wet one. And this is what the clean sound sounds like. And I think this is just a Fender amp in the TONEX. And I am playing my deluxe Nashville Telecaster for this demo. So then I'm just using, this is my main drive sound. It's a Wampler Tumnus. I'm going to turn this chorus off. And then as a boost, I have this Timmy. And then if I want to go a little more crazy, I run this DS1 in front of the Tumnus and then into the TONEX. I also have it set up so that there's a drive, like a Marshall sound, like I said. So but you can also like drive the front of that too with like the tumness. Or even you could drive it with this. Depends on how crazy you want to get, or you can use the Timmy. So basically, ego compressor into this Sonic Cake fifth dimension is what it's called. So it's kind of got, I've got it set to auto wah right now, but it's just effects, lots of different effects in that pedal. It's worth checking into. From that, we go into the DS1, the tumness, the Timmy. The Timmy goes into the EP booster, and then into the HX Stomp, and then the TONEX is in the loop right here. I have a chorus in front of the TONEX in the HX Stomp, and then I have a delay and a reverb. And at the very end here, I just have like a 4 dB boost for kicking solos up. So if you want just that extra push, you can have that. But so far it sounds really good. I'm really excited about using this, you guys. Now let's just talk about how the TONEX One actually kind of functions without the software, because I hooked up the software, I registered it, and it's really cumbersome, and so I just picked some sounds I liked and I kept them. A good clean sound, a good dirty sound. You can buy another TONEX and use stomp pedals in front of it if you want, because there's a whole million stomp pedals that have been captured by TONEX users. So you can do that. But the main thing about TONEX is you can find just about any amp that's been captured by your favorite either artist or YouTuber or whatever. So I think that's very cool. I just picked two that I like. You can get stuck in the weeds with this thing. So if you're going to use it live, just find two good sounds and use those and try to dial them in so they work on your board or for recording or whatever you're going to do. I may eventually buy another one. I don't know. For now, I'm just glad I have this one. All right, I'm just going to run through quickly how some of the functions work on this. If you guys are thinking about using it, I thought it was going to be complex because it's such a little pedal, but it actually is very simple to use. There's a tuner on this, which I haven't figured that out yet, but I will. I've been using the tuner on my HX Stomp instead of using the tuner on this. So basically you have this Alt button here, and right now I have it locked. So if you see it blinking 3 times like that, it's locked. It means you can't change anything on the pedal, which is very convenient if you're going to have it on a board, because you may slip and hit the volume pedal with your foot or any other knobs. So if you hold this down for 3 seconds, it unlocks it. Okay, so now it's unlocked. So now if I hit this Alt button, you see that it goes into this other mode. The first mode controls bass, mid, treble. The second mode controls gate, compressor, reverb. I'm not using the reverb on it because I'm using the reverb in my HX Stomp. I'm not using the compressor because I'm using the Ego compressor by Wampler. But if you wanted to, I may eventually set up a little mini pedal board and may have to use some of those features. I am using the gate on it because the gate's very convenient and it works well. When you're in this first mode,
this knob controls your volume. When you are in this other mode, that controls the drive on your amp. So if you have like a Marshall amp, you can dial in the drive where you want it. Very convenient. If you hold down the main switch and the Alt button together, you've now gone into the preset mode. Each one of those red, blue, and I guess pink, it's hard to tell, you can scroll through those, and about every millimeter it switches to a new amp on each one of those knobs, or a new preset, or a new drive pedal. There's 20 in there that you can store. I picked my 2 favorite, and I'm just using those, and they sound great. I think one of them might actually be the Nuno. I looked at what the presets were called. It may be the Nuno Betancourt one, but I dialed back the reverb and some of the gain so I can use pedals with it. But that's basically it, you guys. There's more functionality to it if you want to use the software, but I didn't like the software. I'm getting, this is really stupid, this is really bad of me to say, but I'm getting to where I get tired of plugging everything into a computer. I just want some knobs to turn, and I don't like to have to hook everything up to my laptop, but I feel like everything is turning that way, that everything is turning into, oh, let's plug this into your laptop and make it so it's controlled with software. And in a way that's great because you can do the updates, but in a way I get tired of having everything I own plugged into a computer to update it or to change things. So that's just me. I just like knobs, which some of you may like knobs as well. All right, guys, thanks for watching. That was the TONEX One. That's how I'm going to use it with my setup, with my HX Stomp into the effects loop, pedals in front of it, delays and reverbs, all the send return type effect stuff at the end, compressor in the front, and then I just have a bunch of presets set up in HX Stomp. I sometimes will use the snapshot mode, but for this, so far I just have it set up as different presets that I switch between for either each song or a different kind of sound I'm going for. I think it's very cool if you guys are interested in it. Not only the software, you can get all these, a whole bunch of captures from lots of different artists and people, of amps, of drive pedals, of all that kind of stuff. So I think it's worth spending $179 to get this. I didn't love the software. It's not my favorite. I just would rather have something I can just turn knobs with. But it's convenient and amazing that you can pull all those different captures from other people into this little teeny pedal. Thanks for watching, you guys. My name is Rich Bischoff, and we will see you at the next video. Adios.